Pingyao, officially Pingyao Ancient City, is a walled city in central Shanxi, China, famed for its importance in Chinese economic history and for its well-preserved Ming and Qing urban planning and architecture. Administratively, it comprises the town of Gutao in Pingyao County, Jinzhong. According to the 7th Chinese census data, the permanent resident population of the county is 450,000. Compared with the 500,000 people in the 6th national census in 2010, it has decreased by 52,000 people in 10 years, a decrease of 10.35%. Pingyao was called Ancient Tao before the dynasties of Qin and Han. According to the Records of Pingyao County, it had been the location of manor of Yao, who was the king of a union of tribes in ancient China. Ancient Tao belonged to the Jin Kingdom, and later to the Zhao Kingdom. The county system replaced the manor system when the First Emperor of Qin unified China in 221 BC. Ancient Tao was then set as a county town, and its name was changed to Pingtao. In the early Northern Wei dynasty, Pingtao was renamed Pingyao to avoid the pronunciation Tao, because the emperor of the time was named Tuoba-Tao. According to ancient rules, the name of an emperor, high official, head of a family, or elder of a clan was regarded as taboo by his subjects or juniors. Pingyao served as the financial center of the region from the 16th century and of the entire Qing Empire during the late 19th century. During those times, there were more than 20 financial institutions within the city, comprising more than half of the total in the whole country. Rishengchang Former Bank, or Rishengchang Draft Bank, is the first modern bank in China, which prompted national financial circulation and development industry and commerce in Qing dynasty. It created Wall Street business nearly 200 years ago, verifying the great fortune and flourishing economy of Pingyao at that time. In 1823, the intelligent shopkeep Lei Levitai and rich merchant Li Dequan co-founded Rishengchang Draft Bank at the West Avenue to ease the issue of capital flow. Monies, cashes, were sent by escorts, which took lots of time, and robbery happened frequently. As the first private financial institution managing deposit, loan, and agiotage, Rishengchang soon became the economic lifeline in 19th century of Qing dynasty by rigorous operation system. It even established more than 30 branched nationwide, extended business to Japan, Singapore, and Russia in 1940s in its heyday. The history of Rishengchang lasts over 100 years, but its occurrence and development provides valuable reference materials. Today, Rishengchang Former Bank has been renovated into a museum of over 20 exhibition halls. In the 3 courtyards, old math tools, account books, currency, bank operation system, original living and working scenes are displayed for tourists to learn about China's banking history. Built completely in accordance with traditional urban planning style and layout principle of cities of the Chinese Han nationality, Pingyao Ancient City keeps the basic layout which reflects the popular urban planning concept during the Ming and Qing dynasties. Circled by the ancient city wall, Pingyao Ancient City lies like a slightly tilted square. When seen from a bird's-eye perspective with some imagination, it is more like a turtle. The southern gate is like the head, northern gate is the tail, and the 2 wells outside the southern gate are the eyes. Gates in the east and west are the symbols of its limbs. The interlaced network of avenues, roads, and lanes presents the complicated lines on turtle shell. Much of Pingyao is made up of traditional Chinese courtyard dwellings, some of which are still homes for families who have lived here for hundreds of years. These dwellings, called Siheyuan in Chinese, have attracted tourists from all over the world, who come to Pingyao to experience the Ming, Qing dynasty lifestyle. This particular Siheyuan is called Wu Dai Tong Tang, which means 5 generations living under one roof. Pingyao Ancient Town is also famous for its vaulted ceiling dwellings, which are characteristic of northwestern China. These Yaodong dwellings are built of masonry, and are known to stay cool in the summer and warm in the winter. The doors and windows are decorated with intricate wood carvings that have survived for hundreds of years and give these houses a quaint yet artistic feel. Ancient City Wall of Pingyao, remolded in 1370 during early Ming Dynasty, the ancient city walls with a circumference of 6,000 meters are still largely intact and considered among the best preserved ancient city walls in China. With 12 meters high and 6 meters wide on top, the city walls have 6 barbican gates. The north and south sides have 1 gate each, and the east and west sides have 2 gates each, making Pingyao Ancient City like a still turtle. There are 3,000 embattlements and 72 watchtowers on the walls, which is said to symbolize the 3,000 disciples of Confucius and his 72 saints. That perfectly testifies the far-reaching influence of Chinese Confucianism. Get up onto the walls, you can see many interesting military equipment and enjoy a great perspective of the whole ancient city and external moat and farmlands. Stretching on the central axis of Pingyao Ancient City for over 400 meters, the Ming and Qing Dynasty Street, also called South Street, is the most important and prosperous commercial street in the ancient city. This landmark street is lined with 78 ancient shops, covering nearly all sectors of commerce, such as bank, pawn shop, pharmacy, butcher, smoke shop, grocery store, silk and stain shop, etc. All are historical witnesses of the thriving economy of the ancient city of Pingyao. See it, you can quickly understand why it was the important financial and trade center from the 19th century to the early 20th century. Now, the street is one must-see cultural and historical spot, giving tourists a great chance to discover antique charm of Ming and Qing dynasty, taste local snacks, and find local handicrafts. Other places of interest in Pingyao include the city's temples and the county government office. For example, Shuanglin Temple houses more than 2,000 painted clay sculptures of the Song, Yuan, Ming, and Qing dynasties. They display China's fine tradition of painted clay sculptures with highly realistic detail that has been going since the Tang dynasty. They are all rare treasures. As for the county government office, located in the center of Pingyao Ancient City, the government office was built in Northwei dynasty and formed its current scale in Ming and Qing dynasties. With a history of over 600 years, it was the administration location in feudal China, like today's court to justice and upholding the public's trust. There are kinds of cruel torture and ancient jails displayed for tourists to know the process of trial. And it's a fun to watch how the governor to settle a lawsuit in the ancient way, performed by real persons. Divided into 3 parts, the huge office has judicial hall, screen wall, archway, living quarters, and other functional zones. According to its architectural layout and function settings, it is truly a microcosm of a royal palace. As a special delivery business in ancient China, escort agency developed to its peak in Qing dynasty, with the frequent logistics needed to protect. The North China First Escort Agency, a great escort agency in Qing dynasty, was established by 3 outstanding armed escorts, who are Wang Zhengqin and Zuo Erba Dai Erlov. With the trend of exchange service of Rishangchang Draft Bank, escort agencies were perished gradually. Now it has been changed to a museum, mainly telling the story of these 3 escorts and the escort agency history in Qing dynasty. In the front yard, there are some essential escorting stuffs displayed, including the flag, the logo, vehicles, containers, weapons, etc. And there is field for practicing martial arts for tourists, to have more knowledge about the ancient escort agency. As of 2009, the town had a labor pool of 19,000 people. 3.811 farmers worked 613 hectares of arable land, producing 33.7 million RMB of crops, livestock, and other goods. The local focus is on increased mechanization and working the available land intensively. The area is well known for its beef and also produces grain and cotton. The rest of the workforce is divided between industry and the service sector, particularly tourism. Industry produced 840 million RMB, and was focused on improving the energy efficiency of its practices. A local specialty is lacquerware. The service sector, including tourism, produced less income than industry 790 million RMB, but was growing rapidly and marked for special focus by local government. Increases in tourism have put pressure on Pingyao. During China's Golden Weeks, the number of visitors to the city has sometimes been as high as 2.5 times its planned maximum capacity. During the single week around May Day in 2007, the town made about 94.5 million RMB from visiting tourists. Since that high point in 2007, the government has reduced the number and length of China's Golden Weeks, spreading domestic tourism more equitably throughout the year. The Global Heritage Fund has also worked with the Pingyao County People's Government to protect the town against overdevelopment and damage from its high volume of visitors. The stated goal for their Pingyao Cultural Heritage Development Program is improved preservation of local vernacular architecture and traditional arts through improved planning and increased conservation efforts. Pingyao Chinese New Year Festival, held since 2000, is one of the grandest festivals in Pingyao, and a great way to get close to local culture and customs. It is the liveliest time that various kinds of special local activities can be experienced, such as red lantern hanging, spring couplets, writing, firecrackers setting off, lion dance, stilt shows, Yanko dance, etc. It's widely recognized as the best place to feel Chinese New Year culture in northern China. Pingyao named one of the 4 most preserved ancient cities in China. It was also a UNESCO World Cultural Heritage Site, which was listed with Shuanglin Temple, Zhengguo Temple in 1997.